Toodaloo! What's up, everybody? Welcome in. My name is Casey, and I am the Guardian Oracle 33. Welcome in, guys. I got a busy full house of kids, and the good Lord knows what else going on. Thank you guys for all you guys that were over there on the other read. That we just finished for the collective. The message was from your oversoul. I thank each and every one of you for all of your continued support here in this space and time. I'm getting goosebumps again. Dixon, what's up? I can see the comments again. We're back in. All right, I'm gonna kick this little segment here off with Poppin. Mary Poppins, Wade the Poppins. What's up, Roberto? What's up, Homie G? Are you? You gotta stop changing your name. You guys are fucking with me out. Change your name. It's a whole new world. Hey, changing the name could be prominent here. Oh, love and light. Can I get a reading? I would be honored. Thank you for the membership as well and the $20 because it made me holla for the highest good of all. Thank you so much. Did you have any specific questions or did you just kind of want me to flow? Just came from a bike ride, all stinky and sweaty. Had to shower now. I'm just looking and cleaning my rocks. Oh, that's cool. What kind of bike? Like a mountain bike or street bike? Dirt bike? Okay, you just want the general. I don't know why kids are so prominent. That energy comes back up again with like that childlike, with it's not childlike faith, just children. There's a lot of learning. Are you a nurse or are you okay, so I could correlate nurse with the healer. Okay, you have somebody coming through from the other side. Is a female that's stepping forward. So I heard the name Bernice. I don't know if there's a B name. If this is a grandma, because my grandma is Bonnie Bernice Bell, okay, and she passed away in 2020. So if they're showing me my grandmother that passed away, whether it's a mom or a grandmother, she was also like a mother figure as well. That's prominent. Somebody stepping forward here, and just wants to share a message of love. I keep picking up on like, was there a miscarriage or a child that was lost or something with children here? Because I'm seeing like the grandma or this older woman, she's an angel. She has her arm around and what looks to be, I don't know if it's a boy with curls or longer hair, or if it's a girl. You want to be a mom, okay. Okay. Did you have a sister? Somebody pass away here? There's just really something prominent from the other side here. I as a medium, when that comes through, I try to get off it, but she's like, I really need to say this, and just let her know. There's a level of bravery that you've shown here facing your fears, and this person wants you to know that in your dreams, you're with this piece of your family, and that's what they're saying is like with the little pony here of holding you, your innocence. You're just like your innocence. You're very, very, very sweet soul, and they're showing me how your name starts with love and light, and they're telling me like to the fullest this earth angel is like really one of the sweetest, and I don't think you've ever lost it. I don't think you've ever lost this purity or innocence. See, I see children here. I cannot get off of the children. This card talks about children. Know that your children are protected. You want to be a mom. So maybe if I I just want to say, I don't know, are you like doing surrogacy or surrogate mom or nurse? I just see like, and then this passed on mom or loved one comes away as female stepping forward, 3 birds. It's soul family. It was soul family. So in whatever way you could have resonated with somebody on a deep love level, okay? This female's coming through, and I don't know if she looked like this. She's kind of showing me like, I don't know if it's the hair, the color, or, you know, the knowledge, wisdom, or the books, but just very, fairy-like, fairy. Show me green fairy right now. That's going to be very prominent for you. Actually, emerald green. There's so many synchronicities I'm picking up on because your name is in that emerald green and you're a member now, and it's just saying you're coming into the flower of life, this melding. And I had this set up here, not knowing if anybody was even going to get a read or follow me back over here, but they did, and you were here. A message from the Oversoul. Get in here. We love you, the flower of life. Your dreams. So your dreams are really prominent. That's what's coming through for you. And I don't know if it's you that's in awe. You bring this awe to others. I feel too, you're in a lot of people's dreams. A lot. On very many levels, people will seek you out for your wisdom and knowledge. I don't know if it'll be through harsh experience. I think it's something that's already embodiment within your being. You, to me, I see you as a nurse. I see you saving many people, nursing them back to health. So when the Spirit's showing me that, that tells me you're a healer. I keep going around this stone. I'm born in July, and this is a ruby. So I just had a grandma ruby pass away. They just keep bringing things in. Medium. Knowledge. Are you a medium? The flower of life. And the astro traveling. Friendships. My guides are saying you know this person to me. I'm like, okay, because they just showed me that correlation, become a member, and then I'm like, okay, nothing's by coincidence, right? On a soul level, right? I'm Casey, you're love and light, and we're having this connection energetically shared, right? Because I'm connecting to your consciousness on many different levels, but yet in the physical vessel and wherever we are there. So they're showing me soul family because I told you that, and I seen those 3 birds. To me, 3 birds. 2 birds is my confirmation. 3 birds lets me know it's soul family. And 3 birds flew into that tree. Tree, which is also the tree of life, the flower of life. They're talking about the Merkaba and a very beautiful activation that you're having within your spirit. Very central. Your energy is a very beautiful flower. There's a very delicacy around and about you, love and light, that your spirit guides. Look, and there's the lotus. Are wanting to bring forward to you. Do not be afraid to fly solo. Your spirit guides are saying here, your self-esteem is how you've become this queen. And I don't know why I'm rhyming, but they really, you have some fun spirit guides. Somebody sees you, maybe somebody calls you my queen or queen, or they will. They're bringing forward synchronicities for me to share with you, and they want you to know that with her crown on, the My Queen, and My Queen, you're in a land. I'm hearing land before time, okay? Land before time. I can't open the door, I'm working. My daughter's wanting in the door. I think it's a girl. Okay, an opportunity knocks. So your spirit guides want you to know that there is a huge see, this is a passed away ancestor or feminine. You know them this lifetime because see how she's in white? They brought that to my attention. The white here is to me is always representative of a passed on purity. So a sovereign, a soul that's gone back into the light, okay? And she's got rainbows around here with butterflies, which also for me symbolically is speaking about the transformative energy. I'm seeing a bouquet of flowers here. Wheat. It's like out of all the flowers, she's holding 2 sticks of wheat. Hold on, girl. Okay. Your spirit guides also want to let you know. Sorry, my son thinks he's slick. I can see him driving my Suburban over there. Oh, hell no. He thinks he's so cool. Kids, I'm telling you, kids. You know the other thing that I see or feel in your energy? It would be some sort of mentorship for children or like adolescents or those that didn't have a wonderful home life. And I think more or less it's an energy that you share, that you have something that cleanses the world. I'm telling you, like, I seen you as a nurse. Look, I have goosebumps, and I see that you also have a gift of mediumship here, or be able to speak to those through the veil. I think that you do this in your dreams. 1212 as I say this, and this card says, take your heart's advice. What once was loud now only whispers closely. So as you're expanding into this version of yourself, you're getting drawn closer to that high version of yourself. I have goosebumps. To me, this is a symbol that the Holy Spirit, you have like a prophecy over your life. I don't say this to many. I don't know if I really have. A few. Okay, Constance is one. There's a few that I have prophesied things for, but in the next 4 years, realistically, I'm going to be real with you, in the next 4 years, what you do in that time, what you may see as mundane or not beneficial for others, or like you're not doing or serving a purpose, I think you're already within, you've done a good 2 here that have really been healing or good lessons. Lots of spirit messages, like what a communicator, and a powerful guide that's like anything you seek for or are looking for. Oh, where did those girls put the remote?
I like it.
It's yours. You can receive this, and it does feel like you're getting messages of receiving a very beautiful gift here, that you're very well deserving. I do see like hard times on money, and like the money over here, your spirit guides are saying like this is going to increase. There's something here because it's due to your passions or this level of awareness that you have. They're bringing up like nostalgia and a lot of memories here. A lot of memories. Okay, this is in the spirit realm, so I think that you're bringing some things back with your astral body, right? That tether that you're tied to. You might want to look into astro projection. You're saying, yes, celebration, talk to her about that astral projection. So it's like an out-of-body experience still. You have guides that are like waiting to show you things around the world to seed into your consciousness. It's almost like energies. Look, it's frequencies, because see the dolphins here represent very high vibrational energy, and they're great communicators. Okay, you bring enlightenment. You're very beautiful. Very. When I say that, it's what shines through you. I know you have this persona that you've been born into this world with, and you need to. Your spirit guides are saying, learn to let go of that aspect of yourself that had to be something or another. You're self-reliant now. Your guides are saying you're self-reliant and very well on your way. Okay, if you're not seeing it yet here in the physical realm, know that your soul has been working very hard in alignment with you for your healing, okay, and for your purpose. Starseed. You are a starseed. You have this advanced you have deep soul memories of you. You work in the Akasha as well. Oh, where did they put that remote? Oh, well, I don't know what it is with that. I had an Xbox remote in here, and then my kids came in here, and it's gone. Huh. Lots of kids things that come out. Messages, I don't know. There's just something here with that. When a message keeps coming out, love and light, like I really need to let you know. Um, your intuition's dead on too. Any like competition or combative like energy here. I do feel like there was something here within a family dynamic and a happiness here that really kind of hurt you in the past that you've had to learn to use your discernment on. I don't think you have to let go of the memories here, but maybe just shift the perspective. Just shifting the perspective here. All right. I'll get you an angel number. Thank you so much for the $20. I really appreciate you. I'm going to get you a message too from my, I believe that is my Ascended Masters deck. You got 1221. Okay, so your spirit guides could be showing you this number. The fact that the 2 2s are inside of the 1. This does lead me to believe that something in 2012 was very prominent here, as well as mirroring. Okay, there's a lot of mirroring. 1s to me also most time are representative of portals, gatekeepers or pillars outside of I feel like there is a life path 4, or life path 4 could be prominent. If you're not sure how you get that number, individually add up each date. You know, my birthday is 7/3 of 88, 03071988. All the digits, one at a time, add them up, and that sum of that number. If it's 11, 22, or 33, it stays that number. If it's like a 13, once you add them all up, then you take the 3 and the 1 and add them together, and that's a 4. So it breaks down. Numerology, that would be a life path 4. That's what I see here. 13 could also be very prominent for you. Another portal with 3s. There is significance here. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. There's a lot of in and outs. There's a lot of work your soul's doing. Can I look into this with the Star Seed Oracle for the highest good of love and light? Thank you so much for allowing me to be in your energy and to read for you. Are you a reader? Are you a healer? Huh? You got Nkali, Unkol. A healer, a seer, a priestess. A sole purpose is to be a priestess. This literally sums up everything that I was saying for you. Very first word on there is healer. Very first word. Look at the blue and communication. I just seen Archangel Michael, and I also seen Commander Ashtar. I feel Lumerian frequencies come through. I think you've had a prominent lifetime. On many different, just not even just in this universe, my friend, different universes, many different universes. I know they're telling me we're like a part of the same council in a different space time, where the oversoul is, where we sit together. They're showing me through the collective this work. That face is really prominent too, with like the nose. There's something prominent about this face here. Okay, and then you got Star Keepers, Cosmic Ancestors, Seed the Light by Staying Grounded. Do you have a dog because you don't have kids? Because this card is chewed up by the damn dog. That could just be something very prominent that comes up, or that could just be another confirmation of synchronicity. I have healed terminally ill people on heart meds. She no longer needs her meds. Oh, I believe that. Took me nearly 13 years to understand what I, in fact, experienced. What up, Bradley Bear? Okay, oh, there it is. I was trying to see what you set up here. There it is. Center pillar is what I studied. It took me my years of awareness, many years of awareness, mind, spiritual wisdom. All right. And I see a cosmic ocean, current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. This is talking to me about your multi-dimensionality here. What a profound experience that you've had and will continue to have. More than that, it's what your service is to humanity. It is profound, and it brings a huge sense of renewal to many souls that you touch. Some of this is literally energetically, physically. I feel like you work really great in the psyche, a healer in that way. Also, because you're able and you have very strong psychic senses, but I feel more empathic. You might feel other people's pain in your body. You're a great way to sense what's happening in another person's body. So this reminds me of a medicine man, woman, shaman here. I do believe that in some way there's plant medicine here that you either have or do experiment with for healing modalities and enlightenment purposes. All right. From your inner child, what does your inner child want you to know? Thank you, Love and Light, so much for the $20. I appreciate it. All right. Become aware, review your responsibilities, and know that a disappointment is not the end. I feel like you've graduated past that disappointment. I think there's subtleties or resonant energies. What it feels like to me is a heartbreak is what it feels like. If a very profound soulmate within your life, your spirit guides are out here saying, say yes. This is the time to be open and to receive. I'm going to read this for you out of the Inner Child Oracle here, because I feel like that's really prominent for your situation. I've never seen a card that comes out and actually says yes, and it's the card number 30. So the 30th could be prominent here. They just showed me my sister's birthday, which is on the 30th of January. Could also be a prominent here. You got number 41. You can do hard things. It is not as impossible as it may feel. Can I get some Reiki? Thank you, Love and Light. Yeah, I will give you some Reiki. I want to do that in a personal setting. Really guided to do that in a more personal setting with you. I can pre-record it and send it to you if you want to email me, or I can set up a segment where we can go live for about 15 minutes and just kind of go over that if you'd like. If you want to email me, dang it, I didn't tag that, or did I? Yeah, I did. It's tagged below. Email me and I will set that up with you. Not a problem. I want to make it more of a private setting too, because there's other things that I'd like to communicate with you outside of just this channel here. Okay, yeah, email me. Carol's in here. What up, Carol? Thank you for the $50. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. I am very grateful. Thank you for the energy exchange. I appreciate reading for you. And I want to say something else. I do this. I've done this with a couple other people in the chat. When I see two souls or energetically feel them within the collective that I read for, I want to say love and light. There's a connection, soul level wise, that you have with Lotus here. Okay? The Lotus we are. There is a something there. I'm not sure. Soul level, as far as connection, wisdom, experience, multidimensional. They're showing me that they will make your names pop out. So I had that happen with a couple other people that I've watched over the last year and a half. Turns out they've been profound experiences that have come from that. So maybe get each other's emails if you feel guided. I'm just letting you know I feel guided to say that. What the fuck? You are very in tune with your reading. Thank you, Deb. Deb Styles, I like your name. Chosen one. Oh, I like the way you use your letters. You're really good with stuff like that. You have an eye for things that stick out. You probably see things that most people don't see. Two, they're showing me glasses right now, so I don't know if that was just representative of things that you're seeing that most people can't, that pop out. Like maybe if you read, open a book, you can see certain letters pop out and raise above on the page. There could be something gifted within that nature. And I'm also seeing speed reading and some sort of telekinesis when I tapped on to started speaking, responding to you. So interesting. Like you did with Jerry and me. I've done it with Jerry and I've done it with Constance and another it's not in a lot of times I'll say why they have that is because I know that the level of healing at which you guys are on, and I don't know physically in my brain, but I receive the message and they show me the people, okay, and then they show me the modality and how there's an exchange there with one guiding or sharing an experience. Like Constance in here, she has her own channel. She is a profound healer in spirit and with the power of prayer. She's great gift of discernment. You guys should check her channel out if you haven't. Very authentic. I call her more of an oracle or prophetess, in my opinion. Seeker to the nines, warrior. So I've been able to make that correlation, hold that space to bring a message through. What you guys do with it is up to you, but there's been some pretty profundities within that. And Constance, oh my gosh. Especially with, Constance, because this other person, does a lot of out of body or astral traveling, and through that fourth dimension, there's a lot of things that like to attach to us. And some of us don't even know that we have those attachments. That is also something else that I have been self-guided on learning how to do for myself, and I've brought it to the channel here. To share with the collective. I felt really uncomfortable using and speaking my own modalities in front of others, but I also felt very guided to do it no matter the criticism. I don't know why I do, or my hands, or, when I speak, I interpret what I'm saying within my own being. They're guiding all of it. I'm the vessel, but they're coming, the light, the Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. When I call on these energies, you have to remember we're made out of electricity and electromagnetic field, life source energy. It's always connected. Intention is even more powerful, and then you bring in these light beings that hold that space and travel at the speed of light. I'm telling you guys, we are fantastic beings. We really are. And if you can get out of the head that says, this feels really weird and I don't think I'm going to feel anything. I have gotten Reiki done from across. There's many people I've done Reiki for here. I don't know if you'd call it Reiki. I call it energy cleansing. I'm not trained or certified in Reiki according to what's here on this plane or the third dimension. Everything that I do all comes through channel. as moving energy or where I sense it in the body. I've never been taught on it, but I just, it's pre-existing primordial wisdom and knowledge that I have within myself. So we all have these things within us. It's important that we're connecting with those people because you never know. It's not that you need to be a gatekeeper. Some of you are gatekeepers for others. You have to remember, for us to be having an experience and connecting in this space-time continuum, that would also mean that as above, so below. So we are also having, right, in that time and space, whether it is now, right? Because we're physical, we're like, wait, but I'm here. I'm sitting right here, and you're watching your phone, and I'm watching my phone, and we're here. But you have to remember, we're not just the brain. We're that other. When you start to awaken, you channel that energy, the high one, your higher self through your being, and that of connection to many other things that are within your field or your capacity to connect to. I'm just telling you, I get patterns. Okay, so golden ratio came out. We're going to read this, okay, because I see a lot of patterns and I see a lot of numbers here. All vibration, baby. All vibration. And you know, when you speak, each word has its very own unique vibration and sound to it. Everybody has their own very unique vibration and sound and energy. Like a snowflake, we all have our own. That's why some people can speak something out, and it's not as effective as somebody else speaking it out. It does have to do with an intention. There's a lot of different things that play into a manifestation. Nonetheless, know that we are, even if you're not conscious that you're doing it here, thank God you got a high one that's up there guiding you, you know. That's why the only time your ass gets in trouble is when you try to direct the universe, my will to thine will, right? When you're speaking to the universe, like, this is my will, my own free will, it happened to my free will. You have your free will. But notice you've learned a lot of great experiences. Most of the people just want to be comfortable. Oh, cranky. I was going to read that card and then I put it back in there. Say yes. Sorry, I'm getting drawn back to this for you, love and light. Say yes. Say yes. Now is the time to be open and receive. Okay, so I'm being guided back here for this moment. 30. Being truly open to life can be a bit unwavering. There are so many possibilities and unknowns, and we could never analyze them all. While there is much wisdom in weighing the opinions before us, as you are, the options before us. Let me get my glasses, guys. What's better? While there is much wisdom in weighing the options before us, sometimes there will be aspects of the future that we can never truly know until we walk that road. It is in these moments that we have to take a leap of faith and say yes. If you have pulled this card, now might be the time to open up and to receive. Okay, so this is a wonderment exercise for anybody trying to incorporate new things into your space and time for your conditioning and programming or unprogramming of your brain, just to connect. These are great exercises. All right, if we are not open to the many good things in life, they can pass us by. Practice saying yes to what you know will help you grow. There's abundance all around us. Sometimes we just need to make space for it to arrive. There could be some clutter too that needs to be weeded out. Like I said earlier, this is my 4th day of cleansing my body out. So that feels prominent here, okay? Say yes to the things that are good for you and that are going to help you grow. A lot of us just think it's on the outside of us. Really, it's on the inside of us. It's cleaning up our insides. It's cleaning up our body, drinking plenty of water, having clean thoughts and clean space, being around people that are positive, people that have their higher self, the Lord, okay? We look at the Lord as the higher self. My kids are going crazy right now. Connecting to that, I see Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow. All right. Okay, so and if you journal, how does it feel in your body when you say yes to something new? How does it feel not knowing the outcome when you say yes? If it is a negative feeling, what is something you might be able to do to feel more positive about the unknown? And I'm going to tell you what it is. It's faith and trust. It's not that you need to rethink about the situation more. You don't need to put more time and energy into it. You just need to, when your mind, that darker subconscious starts to come through, or you're feeling spiritually attacked in whatever way, just makes space to receive for the highest good of all. Know that you're walking in the light as you focus on that inner version of your being, okay? Really pulling that forward and saying, look, we've been okay this long now. We have this connection to each other, and together we walk now. Not only that, but having the Holy Spirit around you. I mean, it's a limitless potential here, my friend. So be open to receiving. And sometimes it's clearing things out. If it's not within the physical body, it can just be clutter. Clothes that need to be hung up instead of folded and put, it's just cleaning up a space, because we're also working with a physical brain here that sees, watches everything and programs it. It's all catalyzed. When there's a fucking hair on the toilet seat, or we're down to the last roll of toilet paper, we need more dish soap. Like, your brain's always remembering all these things. So truly, that's connecting with the physical aspect of who we are. I mean, when this card comes through here, it's saying yes. It's like, really allow yourself to go with the flow and to understand that miracles, and when I say miracles, I mean miracles, can happen before your eyes so fast. Number 22 is, I say that, so fast. Trust me, there's a lot of us in this chat right now that have experienced things that we really can't put into words to tell another. That's the profundity. That's the magic within it. It's something that's experienced, and it really can't be something that's shared until it is. And even then, I said sometimes we have a hard time to correspond things into the linear brain for other people. If you don't experience it, I didn't believe, I always loved aliens and shit. I've seen ships and stuff, but I never knew what consciousness was. So to me, I'm like, how did nobody ever tell me what consciousness was? I was just kind of had Christianity shoved down my throat. Like, that's bad, don't do that, or that makes you a bad person. So I lived that majority of my life thinking, I'm a bad person, and I still have desires to want to smoke cigarettes, or, go clubbing with my sisters on the weekends once a year, campfires and bonfires with some of the best moonshine and, weed a man could think of, and that makes me a horrible person. And I thought that forever. And that was so far from the truth. I spent so many years so disassociated from the truth of what it was. So I had to allow everything to fall away. And I'm still working on that to see more of that higher aspect of myself. But I'm very blessed to be able to open myself up as a psychic channel, and I still get to experience that higher version of myself. I just have my own tribulations that I go through. Just keep going deeper into the root until we bring out that powerful aspect of ourselves. Everybody's like, oh, the shadow. That shadow is actually your friend. That shadow has protected you most of your life. It's not to disregard the shadow. It's to understand that there's a duality, and it shows up for you as a protector, just like you show up to comment when it's a balance. That's the yin and the yang, and it lives within us. And it is a part of us. When our physical vessel has, such a density to it, we really need to incorporate things around us that enlighten and bring a higher vibration into our lives, whether it's eating, music, dance, moving your body, passions, creativity, art, just watching, just being silent, sitting in a tree, sitting in a hammock, more time, not always having to rush, right? So everything, like, weed's bad, alcohol's bad. Well, alcohol's spirits in it. Yeah, alcohol can be bad, but the way Grandpappy used to make alcohol and the way Pappy makes it now ain't the fucking same either. There's a difference between going through a mass production distillery and something that is brewed in the fucking trunk of a tree or in whatever way. Everybody wants to put a label on things, like, see, you can't do that because that makes it this. And that's not true. A true alchemist has the ability to alchemize everything. Everything that is put before you, you have the power to alchemize within your being. As you're connected to the Holy Spirit, like, trust me, I thought smoking meth, and I had a whole huge spiritual awakening smoking meth. My grandma died, and I started using again, and I hadn't for like 12 years before that. And I've become this from that. I have experienced portals, seeing things, mountains open up in the face. I mean, I have had full-on telepathy. I have experienced so many profound connections that I asked myself, was I in my physical vessel here, or how was I still in my physical vessel seeing it and experiencing something? I've been lifted up out of my bed and put up like above. I have sit in my living room and watched my body levitate out on its back like this, out through the front door, down to the steps, and then shoot up into the sky. How? I don't know. These are things you talk to everybody about. These aren't the things that everybody's like, oh, bro, you're fucking crazy. So you learn to keep it in, and you internalize things, and you only share a little, right? I think in society now, I don't think it's to worry about who you're sharing it with, as long as you're coming, you'll know who to share it with. That's the thing with the discernment. It's more of a guided thing and more of an authentic channel-like thing. It's not really something that has to come from you, but it's that you open it yourself up to receive that message, to deliver it to somebody else through you. Because most people are more willing to receive a message in that way than they would if they seen a whole ass fucking, 12-foot fucking white standing in front of them. So, all right, let's go 31. Ooh, my girl, we're talking about my girl, my girl. Ooh, I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside in the month of May. That's May, that's come out twice. I guess you'd say, what could make me feel this way? It's my girl. Huh. We're talking about my girl. Can I help you? I need the remote too. Hi. Shut up. Are we on the line? There you go. Thank you again, Love and Light. I appreciate you. Thank you, Constance. I appreciate that. Okay, there we go. All right, so we were going to get into the golden ratio, and this is talking about nature, patterns, and beauty here. I have grown very fond of numbers since 2020. Never fucking seen a synchronicity before. Did I ever recognize it? Now I'll hear like a slight buzzing sound or my eyes. I noticed too, my eyes just go somewhere, and that's like, I'm like, how is this thing, this higher self of mine, controlling this physical vessel? Because we're melding, right? I'm just cued in when I hear a vibration. I'm like, oh, and it's so weird. I'm like 333. 444 every time I pick up my phone. And I over the years have started to show people like, look, 444. We had a friend that passed away on the day, and I would bring it up all the time. I just seen my reflection in the mirror, and it looked like in the window, and it looked like somebody was looking back at me, and it took me a minute to focus, and I realized it was myself. There's something very profound within that. Hi. It's like, dude, it is the slickest relationship you'll ever have when you come close to you. I mean, I thought we were close to ourselves before, but when you really start to have that unconditionality, and I'm not saying it's all the fucking time, okay? Because some days, like I said, I haven't ate in 4 days. I've been fasting. I even found myself being a cranky ass bitch. I'm like, dude, I am short-tempered, and I have patience out. If you guys know me, you know I have a shit ton of patience. I'm a single mom of 5 kids. I can multitask like a mother trucker. I'm good at delegating and having chores done. And what's up, dude? All right, golden ratio. It's so weird when I'll get on a channel and somebody will walk in and it's like the whole energy just shifts and that message goes away, and I can't help but, like, things are changing very fast here, okay? They're shifting. You know, we hear those readers who talk about, and I've even been one of them, because you've seen the nasty fucking shape-shifting sons of bitches, right? Just people in whatever element, you know, that it's so hard to say things in the human. Wouldn't it just be easier if we could connect the minds and just have telepathy back? Wouldn't that be nice? I loved having telepathy. It was so nice. And it lasted for, I think it was about a week and a half. It was one of the most amazing things I ever experienced in my whole life. And I know that I know it's possible. I laughed so hard. I'm like, how the fuck are we doing this? So I don't know really what was happening at that space and time that opened that connection on such a level. Then I started asking myself, like, who are you guys? You know, like, who are you? Are you my spirit guide? It's like, I was freaked out. At first I thought they were, you know, I'm like, how the fuck are you? How are you talking to me? So the fear's the first thing that sets in, right? And then you're like, okay, do I feel? How do I really feel? Do I feel resonance with this energy? Which means, yeah, okay, yeah, I feel that energy. Or can you resonate with that? All right. I'd like to finish a sentence here, you know, in the channel that I feel like I'm actually traveling right now. I'm in a tunnel. I'm in a speed of light. I'm tunneling. It's so crazy. I've seen the picture of like that astral being, that being in white that, you know, travels straight up into the sky. To traverse. Traverse. Is that like to turn something around, to traverse that? Not reverse, traverse. What does that mean, Constance? Telepathy is so much easier to communicate. Especially when you can hear the voice audibly in your head. You're like, wow, that's fucking nice, and we're 20 miles away. It's insane. I don't know how that happened. I wish I could have it back. Fortunately, that person's on the other side now. He even told me too, he's like, I'm going to be transitioning soon when he was in that space, and I hung on to him real tight in the physical. I was like, please don't die, I don't want to lose you. He's like, not right now. So his higher self told me that he would be, it was just, I can't explain it, and that's kind of what this energy feels like. For me to bring up occurrences within my own life, I bring them up to share experience. Do I have the words to put it in? No. Nonetheless, it is something that's paranormal, that felt very profound. And when we experience these profound paranormal type exchanges in energy, I couldn't imagine not being psychic or being not having a connection. I could not imagine ever going back to just, I don't know how I did it. I don't even actually like remember bits of I just remember emotional self. I don't ever remember this. So now now me, years later, 15 years later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not even the same person anymore. I am, obviously, in the physical vessel, but truly I'm not, if that makes sense. And that feels so collective throughout. I heard the grave digger. I'm seeing a collective of shadows, souls standing shoulder to shoulder. And I heard mourning. So, mourning. What up, Jace? Thank you for the $9.99. Just saying hello and thank you, and I love you. Thanks, Jason. I love you too. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. What up, Sagittarius? What up, Sag? How many Sagittariuses do we have in here? Traverse, cross, or move across something, traveling through. Why don't I trust my channeled words, Constance? Why is it that I cannot trust my channeled words? I said, oh, traverse, right? And then I was like, no, wait, that's not the word. I second guessed it. But really, once looked upon, right, we went to a source, then we realized that it was indeed right. All right, March 1st, prominent day here. Thank you again, Jason, for the $10 major hale. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it does. Thanks for the laugh, giggle. The golden ratio Fibonacci sequence golden spiral is the self-simulating fractal spiral sequence that is mathematically and geometrically found everywhere in nature. I was just, stop it. This is too good. It is an irrational number, and it's represented as pi. Numerically, it is the sum of two numbers that precede it. So the sequence is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. I actually used to know this code. 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144. What the fuck? I'm rediscovering things through this message. This is so awesome. Thank you. It is known as nature's secret code, or nature's universal rule. As the divine connected proportions of the golden ratio conclude, the small is to the large, as the large is to the whole, talking about the oversoul to the physical. In many more levels. The governing pattern of the golden ratio is found everywhere in nature, including harmonics, art, shells, flowers, leaves, architecture, weather patterns, trees, plants, animals, human biology, and spiral galaxies. The golden ratio has also been discovered on a nano and atomic scale in solid matter. It is said that some extraterrestrials use the golden ratio spiral sequence symbolically with higher consciousness and propulsion energy of their crafts, and to navigate interdimensionally time travel. Course traversing. Oh, this is talking about math, numbers, patterns, the weather, going with the flow, blessings. Oh, I love this. I love this. I'm so happy just to be in great energy. Being present here in the now, not focusing on anything. Life is unfolding naturally, architecture and design. I feel like there's a few brilliant souls in here that you reverse engineer bioweapons. That's your calling, is to reverse engineer bioweapons. So I'm not saying legitimacy. I'm hearing this like to those that had the COVID vaccine. Say even any of the vaccines that we've had or taken throughout our time, that's bioengineering our system, right? The brain to believe that it has either had this. So it already says instead of having the medicine, they knew how to, that the brain is a weapon, right? And if we kept people believing that they're sick, they would keep coming back for that bioweapon. How much of it is placebo? Let's ask that. How much of this medication is placebo? How much of the medicine that is out there is dumbing and structuring cells and stems and molecules and nucleuses within the living organism in which we are? It's malleable. Just like when we see this light in the physical vessel, that consciousness, our innate is what I'm talking about. The innate knows all. The body and the innate is what's learning how to communicate and to connect. And through that connection, there is full cell regeneration throughout your body. It is like a reset to natural coding and programming of the Ojai One. It's a reset. There's a lot here about the bioengineering and patterns within that, okay? Like those that have schizophrenia, the medicine. There's a lot here about just really old energies, because the reason the old energies die away is because you new healers are here, you new inventors, you new bioengineers who know how to reverse engineer and incorporate more plant-based, the shaman in you. There's powerful people that are coming together all over that are, you already are, the as above is so below. We've got the Alpha Centaurians out here with foresight, planning, and strategy that's showing up. The Alpha Centaurians. I heard Centaurians quite a bit. We've got the golden ratio. I can't help but feel like February and March are going to be poppin' days. If you know your numerology and you know the energy that they pack on what days to gamble, what days to travel, the energy behind specific numbers in that date, the month date, the year, and whatever it is. If you're good with numbers, you kind of have your own code here, and I see that. I see that you're understanding how the elite masses work with. And let's get back to the bioengineering, why we're talking about the elite masses, to bioengineer and to shift even to their name. Their name alters destiny, okay? We're talking about the Pythagorean code, the Da Vinci code. We're talking about numbers, patterns. They send a signal, right? Everything has its own, your soul urge number. Everything is based off of numbers. And it's not just, it's just like the way that sounds, the way that it looks. We'll do it on a different channel. All right, we're coming in here with the Alpha Centaurians. Let's go. Alpha Centaurians. I don't know if I've read this one or not. Very aquatic. I feel like there is, I was talking about being in a box earlier. This kind of reminds me of being on a ship here, or somebody who multidimensionally or interdimensionally is traveling to this aspect of their being, colony, tribe, genetically, okay? Foresight and planning. Because what's happening now has already happened, if that makes sense. I can't pretend to tell you that I understand how the laws of, it's beyond my grasp. There, dog! Hi, honey! Coming in hot. He's gonna go get his ball. All right, Alpha Centaurians. Alpha Centaurians. Let me close that door. Alpha Centaurians reside at the Centaurus constellation, located between Lupus and Vela constellations. It is said that Alpha Centaurians will only make contact with humans during specific cosmic timings, and only with humans that have developed enough conscious awareness to not agitate the higher violet frequency bandwidth they are accustomed to. Sources suggest Alpha Centaurians are intolerant of disrespect and overly idealized fantasies that are not in keeping with the natural law. What did I just say? What did I just say in that last card talking about natural law? And here it comes out. Wow, this kind of feels like Orin. They ain't having no disrespect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They stand 5.5 to 8 feet in height, with a humanoid appearance and some aquatic type features and organs. They have webbed fingers and toes. Their flesh is usually pale bluish with a soft, smooth, scale-like quality. Many have longer hair. Their eyes are large in proportion, bulging and roundish. This is page 11. This is my yes number. So thank you, Teresa, for the floating heart. I love ya. They have an authentic build. Visitors typically wear simple, flowing clothing. They are very straightforward and direct communicators when negotiating, yet always respectful. All Alpha Centaurians are vegetarian or vegan with a strict diet. They also cannot bear Earth's intense sunlight. Some Alpha Centaurians occupy small, deep ocean regions on Earth and are often associated with Agrathan USO phenomena. They are highly advanced and are strong allies with Sirians, Pleiadians, and Venusians. Strategy, negotiations, speculations, tactic, foresight, hindsight, direct, focus, time management, schedule, planning, and designing. We had architectural design on that patterns. I do see a lot of design here. Whether this is the way that something has already been designed, a predisposition. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Thank you, Constance. You're so great. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It always feels so good to sneeze. All right. Let's get some channeled messages out here. Before I do that, I want to pull out a higher self, because then I want to tie it together with a couple more channel messages. I'll move into the tarot. Thank you guys all for being here, hitting the like button. I appreciate every one of you. Like I said earlier, for those of you that are just tuning in, this will be the last week that I will be doing personal reads. So if you are interested in a personal read or energy cleansing with me, email me. That's the only way you can get a personal reading, is email me. And then I will send you the link unless you have it to whatever excuse me, app you use to pay, and then I just ask that you send a screenshot back to my email for records, please. And we'll get you scheduled. I'll send you a link. Let me know if you have any specific questions. Most of the time, a lot of people have me pull for whatever comes through. As me being a channeled reader and an intuitive in that way, a lot of people like kind of the surprise of what comes through for one another. So for the highest self, what message do we have that's coming through, please? Are you leaving? Tomorrow, probably?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Are we planning tomorrow?
We cleaned yesterday a little bit, so if we don't tomorrow, maybe we can go take the girls to the park until Dad gets here and gives or something. Wear those suckers out. It won't kill us to get some fresh air either. Love you.
Huh?
I said I'm just getting to pick up those promise for them. Oh, jeez, Louise.
My nose started blood 3 times today. Like bad too. And one's
What
menstrual.
does the higher self have to say? For the highest good of all. Oh man, this is a big one. This really hits home for me here too. At the bottom of the deck, we have pray. I feel like somebody here is a very strong prayer warrior, and that is a great tool. And I also see acceptance. Okay, so something that's being reflected back to you, or realizing another aspect or essence of yourself with the acceptance card that is coming out here. What up, Alicia? Yeah, what a reading. The last reading was good too, I thought. Oh, cranky. Golden ratio, patterns, acceptance. Okay, so accepting some things about ourselves or some patterns in the past, understanding that those were the works to this healing. Okay, on many levels. With the 3 pentacles being there, that's showing me on many levels. Look at Omos. And if you put it like this, disregard the physical vessels in here. If you want to, but you've got 3 pentacles and 3 physical beings. Those to me are representative souls, and then here is the oversoul here that she's calling down here. And I do feel like for those of you who are readers and do divination or healers or have an influence on people, this light that will be, and I feel is, we're going to read this acceptance next and see this next layer, because that's what's so exciting. There's always so many layers to us to uncover. We always say we want it the here and now, but let's keep it real. A lot of us aren't ready for what we think we're wanting, and that's the thing, is the beauty. It's like, not just give me my soul and I want to be completely ascended within the physical vessel. So enlightened. But why? That's the journey, that's what makes it, that's where humanity comes in, and that's why we have this. It's quite something very beautiful is happening here on many layers and levels, for the collective here, and for those of you that I'm reading for tonight. The compassion and the prayer that you hold within your being is the truth, and that speaks for itself. Matthew, I seen you just put a super chat. Don't let me forget when I get done with this. Okay, I'll read for you. If you have a specific question, let me know. Quantum entanglement. Oh, isn't it? It's exciting. It is. Some days are hard, man. Some days fucking suck, and you're like, what am I doing this for? Like, am I making a difference? Because I feel like, right, we can slip into, and sometimes it's the energies around us or things that are just being called forth through us. We also have to remember that a lot of us are channels, and profound channels of many different energies, especially if you're highly empathic or very connected in that way. The autistic mystic just went live. Acceptance, okay? So it does feel like let's just say if you're living a parallel or in this way, this person here, which is also a version of yourself, um, is bringing this light here. And it feels like it seeds down and this becomes something, a light worker, something that you work with light. Now we all hear the expression of light worker, but truly what does it mean to seed light? To seed light, light is symbolic for information, codes, every rays of light, colors, they all hold their own frequencies, these sounds, it's information. And there's things within this golden ratio that I had pulled out here, that golden spiral here within the genetic code, it's completely being activated. And when I say activated, it's like to its truest form but in the physical. And what an honor to and I just feel like there's so much honor and gratitude you have for an experience so profound. I don't think you're completely aware of the profundity within your being and the mastery. I'm looking at 22 as I'm saying this. It's 43. You're one number away from being 22, 44. Those are also portals, and those are also powerful mastery energies, okay? I'm also looking at 99. This is profound. Doesn't it make you wonder what this specific lifetime and these experiences you're having now are bringing you back to? Maybe that have already occurred or occurring. That maybe there's just something a little bit bigger. We're not just a fucking speck of sand. We're a piece of consciousness. And together, every little piece matters. Aw, thank you. Philip Hill, he goes, hello, pretty eyes. I said that to another guy. I can't help but notice how gorgeous his eyes are. They're like looking into the ocean. So funny you said that. This is a synchronicity for me. Philip, gorgeous on sight. Look, see these blue eyes? When I was reading this card earlier, I was like, my guides told me there'll be something with blue eyes that comes through. I was gonna say it when I was reading this, and I didn't. And then when you brought up pretty eyes, that led me back to the blue eyes again. So there's a synchronicity. It's so awesome. The connection here. This is powerful. I know to you, you're probably only looking at cards, but the energy behind the star, star seed, soul family, this goes genetically. It's not like you just got popped out of the fucking sky. You came through a portal, right? It's because that's your origin. That's the origin of this evolution that you're connecting to, the ancient primordial one, the first one. Okay, that's how profound this is. This is how profound this is. For some of you, this might be over your head, and you might not be understanding or feeling what I'm saying. For others of you, you're right in alignment with it. It's very easy for you to understand and to bring in. So. Jesus loves you, Robbie. Don't forget to call your engineer. You know what really sucks is we had an engineer here. I live in, close to Boise, and they built I think it was like a hangar, or was going to be like a I think it was a huge hangar for like, and it had like a driveway. So those driveways in the cities where you go up and you can park your car. It was built, and I don't know if it was how it was shitty built or what, but that whole thing collapsed and actually ended up killing quite a few people. I think it was like 8 or 16 people. Thank you. Thank you for the handed. I appreciate it. Hi, Sherry Heck. Hawk? Did I say that right? My kid's grandmother's named Sherry, and she is one awesome hippie woman. Okay, let's get into the acceptance, shall we? Thank you guys for being in here. I see you. Okay. going to read this to you real fast because they put this right in my path. Wow. So we got the card of acceptance, but upon looking for the card of acceptance, the thing that popped out to me up here was at the top, it said card meaning, and it had golden letters. And I was like, man, I've gone through this oracle book many times, and I never seen the golden letters up top with the card message. I just get right into here. It's like it either appeared or I didn't see the golden message. But now I'm seeing it. March 1st again. Dude, 3-1, 31. 317 is here. March 2017. There's correspondences that are happening here. Okay. So upon looking for this card of acceptance, I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, what page was it on? And I was going to scroll back and I was like, page 31, you know that. You just looked it up, trust your intuition. So I was like, okay, I'm going to trust my intuition. Hey, Cronky. Why you gotta be so rude? And then I see this, and this is the Higher Self Oracle, and I never really have read the front of this book. I just have kind of got into the cards and went live. Now I'm kind of seeing some things I didn't see before, so I'm going to read this to you. All right. The Oracle defines the higher self as our true divine identity. It is an evolved state of consciousness residing in each one of us. It holds the knowledge of our previous incarnations and is aware of our goals, hopes, and dreams. The higher self desires to guide us through lessons embedded in our life's journey and wants to help us surmount challenges with ease. The higher self is always available and reachable. As seen above, there are various methods to reconcile with the higher self, and I encourage you to consider if one of these paths resonate for you on your journey towards connecting with your higher self. This oracle is another way to connect science. It bridges you with your higher self to help you receive guidance while venturing the world in physical form. Through these cards, your higher self will provide guidance during life's most pressing challenges and intense periods of spiritual growth, and will help you overcome obstacles and move forward fearlessly. The identity crisis, ego versus the higher self. Hold on a second. Oh, I really wish I had my laptop. My kids. Hey, did you just use the remote? Oh, I don't want it that loud. Can you turn it down a little bit? Oh, I found it. Thank you. Kids born in a barn. Close the door. All right. Three of Pentacles fell in my lap. Work. I'm trying. And I'm passionate about it, but every time I get interrupted by something. Truth is real. All right. The identity crisis, ego versus the higher self. As we attempt to reach and embody our higher self, it is imperative to understand what it is and what it is not, or what you are and what you are not. This is challenging and requires discerning between the true self or higher self and the false self or the ego. It is during the early stages of self-discovery where we question who and what we are and the beliefs we take for granted. As we awaken, we come to learn that we are spirit journeying on a physical plane, embodying physical form for a time. And each individual incarnation into this 3D construct called Earth requires that we embody a veil of amnesia and forgetfulness of our true identity. Because of this, a whole new identity is cultivated through social conditioning over the course of our life. This new identity, or false sense of self, is commonly referred to as the ego. Prophet and I think that's in this book. Is belief systems about reality traditionally subscribes to the dominant societal belief about the material world. And the dominant thought system of this world is that it is scary, rarely abundant, unsupportive, and unloving. There is never enough for everyone and anyone, and that there are limits and restrictions everywhere. The ego is a fear-based thought system that preserves an impoverished mindset. The mind over time operates automatically in service to the ego's dominant thought system, upholds its assumptions about reality, and fulfills its wishes. The belief system once programmed into your mind since your youth constructs your reality and experience in infinitum until you question its legitimacy. While the ego serves a purpose as a survival-based mechanism that protects us from harm, alerts us when danger is present, and tells us when to eat and to sleep, it cannot access the divine truth of our identity encoded within our spiral DNA Shinoi 2020. The following poem, Crooked Deals, by the Sufi master Hafiz, sums up the ego well. You guys ready for this? What's up, Chase? Okay, I got Constance and Matthew, remind me. Thanks, babe. My moms, you guys are so good to me. So good to me. I'm sure we're all chilling already at the retreat, huh? 22, bunch of masters. How cool. Love you, Wade. You just came into my heart. All right. So this is the poem. I think it's so beautiful that it just came through and said it is encoded within our spiritual DNA. Okay. There is a madman inside you who is always running for office. Why vote him in? For he never keeps the account straight. He gets all kinds of crooked deals, happenings all over town that will just give you a big headache, and glue to your kisser a gigantic confusion frown. What? Oh, the madman. There is a madman inside of you who is always running for office. Why vote him in? For he never keeps his account straight. He gets all kinds of crooked deals happening all over town. That's will just give you a big headache, and glue to your kisser a gigantic confused frown. Huh. Crooked Deals is what it's called. Boy, that's got to be significant right about now. Funk's yo brother, check it out now. Okay. And Constance, I'm gonna actually do that spread for you. Alright. Are you guys enjoying this read? But I did. No, I didn't read it yet. Let me get to the acceptance part. Boy, let's not miss the message, the other part of the message, right? Page 31, back to March 1st again. So somebody could be like Groundhog's Day, traveling back to same space and time for some significant reason here. Ask for guidance here, okay? They're just saying ask for guidance, okay? Something here is in a golden note. A golden note. Acceptance is the hardest lesson life teaches us and the one most important to learn. This card comes to you because you are struggling to accept an unexpected change in fortune or an unjust situation, or because you are having difficulty embracing your present circumstances. If you have recently or are currently undergoing changes as a result of loss or due to unexpected turn of events, your higher self requests that you shift your attention to the bigger picture at hand. The only constant in life is change, and from higher conscious perspective, change is an opportunity for growth, evolution, and the spirit. While at times change can be negative and painful experience, your spirit will learn valuable lessons that contribute to its overall transformation and maturation. Your higher self has a plan in place for your current lifetime and is asking you to accept with compassion, patience, and strength the lessons brought to you at this time, since it will pay dividends for your soul's growth. If you are having difficulty accepting an unjust situation, your higher self is bringing your attention the need to accept that there are injustices in this world and that this indeed is a part of life. Accept the case does not refer to acquaintances. Acceptance in this case does not refer to acquaintances. It means accepting that at times we are subject to unfair situations in life. Acquaintances. I was saying that word wrong. Okay, where was it? It means accepting that at times we are subject to unfair situations in life operating outside the realm of our control. Acceptance doesn't mean that you have to be passive or give up. Rather, your higher self is asking you to redirect your attention away from what you cannot change to what you can. If you are having trouble accepting your present circumstances and decisions you have made in the past, your higher self is asking you to embrace who you are, both the positive and the negative aspects without conditions. Do not judge yourself harshly for your mistakes. Rather, own the outcomes of the past situations. Learn to accept that making mistakes is a natural part of your soul's journey on earth. How else would you learn? If there were moments in the past that you are not proud of, forgive yourself, accept what occurred, and release them. Make an effort to refrain from constantly reviewing the past and let go of those burdens. Holding on to what was, perhaps a missed opportunity, a different lifestyle, or an old relationship, will cause mental and emotional anguish and will hold you back. You are being asked to accept the present moment. What's up, dude? Agonizing against what could have been or should have been will only cause further suffering and deprive you of the blessings that are available today. Of course you can. Hey, look at us, we're matching. That's pretty cool. Did we plan that?
No.
You think we planned that?
No.
You sure? Did you read my mind?
Well, green, black. Well,
I think we look pretty snazzy. Looks like we belong on a spaceship, huh?
ew.
Ooh,
Avoid what?
avoid what? It says the void. That one's pretty cool, huh? The ripple effect, part of something bigger. Details are taken care of. Healer, seer, soul purpose. Where's your sissy at?
Well, she's out in the room. Like the future, what I would get. Like, maybe.
Well, take a pick. Let's find a deck of cards you like that you're drawn to. What ones feel magical for you? Got some of these. Those? Okay. These seem magical to me too. Okay, I'm going to show you how magic you are. Are you ready? Okay, I'm going to shuffle these and then I'm going to lay them out onto the side. And I'm going to let you pick 2 cards out that you're most drawn to. And then I will tell you what they say. And you want to know about your future? Okay. Oh, you have a lot of love coming in. You got the Ace of Cups. Looks like you have lots of love to give too. You seem happy about something here that's happening. I see little fish. Maybe you're going to get a new animal or a new fish or something fun, or maybe even a baby brother or sister. Yeah, in some way. And it looks like you're making new friends. Maybe friends of different colors than you. Do you have a friend that is black or Mexican?
I do have one.
That's pretty close with you? This looks like you've got lots of different people that want to hear what you have to say. And I think they all like playing with you at school. See, everybody wants to play. Maybe you like to play ball with them, or you should. Open yourself up. And I think you're going to find a magical rock or something that you really like. Or go to the ocean and find something. Seems like you like seashells. The ocean.
Mostly I do like collecting things.
Yeah, I think you're good with the ocean. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like lots of happy. Lots
And
of
also,
something
these
new.
also seem magical to me too.
Those seem magical. You want me to do a little bit more? Alright.
Those also seem kind of magical.
Yeah, a lot of these cards are magic. And you know what's magic the most about them?
What?
Is that you're thinking about putting your time into it. You're like, what's in there? Okay, let's get a message for you.
Still, how many cards?
You can get 2. Ooh.
And I'm gonna take this one. Whoa, a lot of magic.
Ooh, lots of magic, especially with this one. You got animal bonds, so it looks like you're going to be very good with animals like your mama. Maybe even birds specifically. Do you see birds when you're at school on the playground?
Mostly when they're flying in the sky.
Do you notice them though?
Yes.
Most kids don't, huh? See that face on the moon?
Yes.
I think you love something about the moon too, or you talk to it, or you wonder what it is or what's up there.
Mostly I do.
Do you? And then over here, I see more animals, but it does look like there might be something in your dreams that's been scary, or something that you haven't really liked too much. You know, you're learning not to be bossy too. Looks like you're learning not to be bossy and argumentative.
I don't know what these are for.
Oh, not those. Okay, I gotta get back on my channel. I'm in the middle of a read.
Give it to me. No, it's okay.
Here, dog. Get over here, Nelly. Okay, I'm on my life. Bye.
Come on, man. Leave it on.
Love you.
Love you.
I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe if it's nicer, we'll go to the park.
Okay.
I'll be back. All right, grounding back in. Oh, they left you in here. I don't have no chicken. Come on. Come on. Love is an open door. In, out, kids, that, dogs, cats, kids, birds. Obviously, I'm some sort of gatekeeper. Everybody wants to come into my realm. My daughter's 36 this year, not telling my young antique age. Dude, I'm 37. I just turned 37 this year in July. Actually, this year I'll be 38, which is 11. It's a good number. Yeah, kids are, well, you can see my life. You guys see, you know. All right, so let's go to that. Mm. Okay. So I have two, Matthew and Constance. Okay, and did I still not read the... Yeah, I read it. We finished it up. Okay. Oh, boy. All right. Let's go, Constance. Do you have an amethyst by your pillow or under your pillow? You have it under something. Under the light. You. Okay, so maybe that's the guidance to put. Constance, I'm gonna go with you. Matthew, I know you went first, but let me get Constance real fast because the channel's coming through. This amethyst. This amethyst, just like a plant, has a spirit, right? I know you're not a big drinker or drugger. Let me tell you from experience, each one takes you on its own journey, okay? They're spirited. This crystal that you have, actually, I'm not sure if you have, I'm getting goosebumps. There's a being within it. I know that sounds crazy, but there is a crystal being in this pillow. So I don't want to say that because I'm like, what? I'm gonna say it. There's goosebumps all over my body and I feel really hot. I'm like in a vortex of orange with you right here. I'm hearing magistrate. Also hearing wind chimes. I'm seeing an evolution going counterclockwise, okay? Alright, connecting with Constance. For the highest good of all, Holy Spirit, holy angels. Okay, now I'm spinning back to the right. Is that a line? Huh. Two, I want to say in your energy, so when I started, I closed my eyes and my intentions just set on your energy, so things will come to my third eye. At first, I seen your energy going counterclockwise to the left. I was on this platform, it was like orange, and whether it was in the sky or it was rotating, and I was watching it rotate counterclockwise. And I took a breath and I said your name and chose to connect with you, calling on the Holy Spirit and the Holy Angels, and I started to see it start to spin to the right. And then it elongated that flat platform disc, and it elongated and went into a long sort of like tunnel, kind of. Here we go with the tunnel. But it was like a vortex or energy, and I could start to see it. It looks like the back of the Mystical Martian Oracle, the portal in here, how it starts to spin, and then it went off down into the side. When you do channel and you start to get in, you're like really, Constance, like so need to give yourself a fucking break and not be so hard on yourself. We know that you're battling with some sense of, I'm not sure if and this comes up again, reidified, there's some sort of belief that you have that is really not, you're outgrowing it. It's a part of a false system or a matrix or something that in some way attached to your thinking process or to a belief system. It's very strong core, and you've done a fair amount of breaking out of that. I do see recovery out here and adaptability and a renewal in this. I'm seeing like mercy coming through here. You know, with that acceptance card coming out, are you gonna try plant medicine or herbs? You guys are really pushing you into tea. A tea. Yeah, connecting with like a tea. Maybe try some different teas that you connect with to come through here too. We were talking about how every plant kind of has its own healing modality, right? I'm just seeing more herbs, more plants. They're really wanting to emphasize on that medicine. Even things that are like topical that I feel like you're going to learn to do. You're kind of being pushed into a different area. Of learning here, it feels like. I'm not sure if this is coming in esoterically on the third dimension with actual like I seen it because I seen you cooking with like basil and putting fresh stuff in like spaghetti. So that third dimensional part, but there's waves around it too. So that tells me it's like in a ripple effect. I'm also hearing the animal kingdom right now. Who did I say that for earlier? Love and Light. I was talking to Love and Light. Was it? Okay. Truth. Okay, because I'm like, is there a connection there? I was talking to him about the animal kingdom coming through. Where do I want to go for Constance here? Dreams. It's like, I don't know if there's like, look, dreams, you can't. And when I'm saying dreams, like I'm talking about, Constance, there could be something here through the astral realm or the fourth dimensional realm that's happening. Or even with the prayer, to me, is insinuative of, show me the onion. They're showing me the onion now. It's not really an onion, it's talking about strength, crying. Onions make me cry. You're so close. I mean, like, you're so close. Like, look, you're almost touching her. So close. Closer, I don't know how much more closer you could get. I want to say that. I just don't know. And it feels like a lot of this is happening with your light body. There's a lot going on in the light body. You could feel drained, tired, not having, I heard lethargic, not a whole bunch of energy here. It feels like you have really busy hands trying to do a lot with the octopus and the 8 hands out here, especially pertaining to the work here. I do see like this new recognition of receiving life, and when I say perspective, I'm talking about like this belief. That's the way they're saying it, is a belief. It is a construct, something that is deeply rooted within your being. And I do feel like cautiously is something that carries forward from a very prominent past life. We read in that card earlier how it was saying that, is it by coincidence in this space and time you are who you are? And maybe it's connected to something bigger than you on a different level, right? On that multidimensional level. Something here feels very auspicious and stamped with like the divine time, like you're getting, it's like a faucet and it gives you just enough for the ration that you need and then it goes off. And it's just enough for the ration that you need, it goes off, and it's like what you're just realizing is you're the hand that's on the faucet. You're what's turning it on and off. So within that, maybe there's like, I don't want to waste water. There's a belief there that's saying, but when you really have plenty, if that makes sense. This kind of does feel esoteric. For Constance, Atlantis. Keep the big vision and stay in alignment as you grow. Well, this would talk to me about also connecting to a primordial state of your being, from this aspected version of yourself. You do feel like you're doing a lot of traveling. A lot of traveling. The way that this is depicted and the way it's showing up, Constance, it feels like you're doing something in the water in your travels. It's funny that I would say the faucet because they're saying, Casey, look here, we have synchronicities that we're showing you, and also drinking water. They're showing me like the cup. Maybe you need to drink some more water because that's a little cup. Codes. I'm hearing marine biology. They're resonating back with the frequency at echolocation. I'm seeing an echolocation here in the water. Constance, you're probably gonna think I'm crazy at fucking batshit crazy. Batshit crazy, but you somehow, because I said animal kingdom, right? You can shift. I don't know, because in my mind I'm like, how does this work in the physical? See, you're this plant that's rippling into that water, and it feels like you have abilities to shift into many different things. It's getting one of them to resonate or to stick within the physical vessel that's not depleting you, or because I really think that your level of compassion that you've had for so many years, I just feel like a underlying layer of frustration here, kind of like a standstill or a flow. Your spirit guides are strategizing with you in your dreams. You're sitting there, Constance, it is you. Yeah, you have the physical Constance body, but you're already doing, it's just this thing that you're working with here. And you have great affirmations and you have great prayers. It feels like your physical body's needing a little extra help, a little extra, like clear quartz, a little more energy around you. I see you here in the very near future working with different types of stones, okay, with very unique purposes, some even unheard of. And I do also see in the future that you end up using this modality to help others. You have some sort of communication, or what's in your field is picking up on whatever your amethyst is, this the vibrations and the frequency that are coming off of it, the stones, the rocks. And with the animal kingdom, it's like nature, with the plants out here. Tea, they're like, drink some tea, like set a time to drink some tea and to unwind. They're showing me this, Constance, and I read this in the previous read. I'm not sure if you were on there, but this is called Valerian, 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 and it has many medical uses, but they're showing me this plant. So maybe take a screenshot or a picture, but they're just kind of showing me this into a tea, healing. Okay, and they're saying you're doing a lot of healing. It's like embracing who you truly are here, and you feel like maybe you're not doing a lot here. You really are, as far as like in your day-to-day, or like you doing a lot. But sometimes I think you have this sense of feeling unaccomplished in some ways. And it's like right when you do get on to kind of trying to figure some things out, it's like that's when you're exhausted, or just, you're trying to find some time for your own self. And I see a huge change coming into that dynamic, and it's something that happens within you. I also see a great deal of weight loss. I seen this when I read for you earlier in the a couple months ago. I seen that, and they're actually showing me like 33 pounds, losing 33 pounds. Yeah, they're saying you could fit back into a size 5 here, 5'6". So, and I heard, bitch, they better be stretchy jeans. It feels new and renewed. Atlantis comes out again. Stay in alignment as you grow. I'm hearing reverberation. reverberant energy. Okay, so the waters and the stones. Your guys are also saying dreams are prominent here. There's something being cracked open. Something's like so close to being the time. Like it couldn't get any closer. And there, I know we don't like to hear this, and as above, so below, but you're kind of like the orchestrator at this time in that space and time continuum to what's playing out in the physical vessel here and now. Lots of water, lots of codes. They're just saying like surrender to the alchemy of life. Allow. It's like some construct or belief in there that's like, no, that's not. If I'm not doing it this way, then, or like a fear of obviously the unknown, but a fear of, I don't know if it's just darkness, if it's not being protected, if it's they're saying like you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about. When what you've truly been battling lately has been a version of yourself that you're releasing, again, on the as above, on a higher level to the now. Everything evolutionizes. Everything is always changing. Nothing ever stays the same. They just want you to embrace this winter. Go into the great cosmic womb, go into the root of who you truly are and embrace that aspect of you.
Park's clean. All of it. It looks really good. They're brand new.
Awesome, thank you. There's no trash laying around in the driveway where you cleaned it at, is there?
No, I'm gonna have Danny Cash go pick that up after the game.
Why don't you just pick it up now?
Because I told him to throw the trash. I literally did the whole thing. And I was like, just do the trash and.
Okay, I'm in the middle of this story. Tell Kyle. Never mind.
Come on. That's all right.
Okay, new solutions and new beginnings. And I feel like you've found an access point here to something very. You see in the clouds? Are you seeing spiritual wars in the clouds? Spiritual war? I'm hearing Gladiator, Spartacus, or there's something here that comes through. It's very peculiar. I see you like Indiana Jonesing it and finding something. You're like, what the fuck, Constance? It does feel like you see your physical body, but really this is in a different realm. You're doing some amazing, you have such big ideas. That's the thing. It's like you're an amazing creator. You have the ability to pull forth so many ideas from you. It's this, there's one belief that gets in there, and it comes at certain times. It's like, don't have the money, don't have the time. You know what I mean? And it's just trying to like, what does work? What am I calling forth to myself? What is important? Because I'd really like to get on my spiritual path, but the physical realm is really what's kicking my ass right now, to try to make amends, to try to, what's my balance level like as far as giving and receiving? What's my passion level like? I do think there's a deep-rooted anger within you, Constance, deeply, of just there's a spirit within you that's it's pissed because it feels lied to and hurt. It feels fucking lied to, and it's like, where can I get my truth? And that part of you is something that's coming forward as your higher self reaches out to hold its hand and says, together we will seek those truths. There's a softening up to something here. It feels like there's a level of contemplating forgiveness that could be very... You want to make sure it's authentic. Like, I really want to forgive you, but I can't say it not really. Sometimes you do, and then like it comes back. I kind of feel that energy. What once was loud now only whispers, so listen closely. Take your heart's advice. All right, I'm gonna get you an angel number, and I love you. The create, serving, Mars energy, anger, conflict. All right, let's get you an angel number, Crow. Unexpected shift. I'll be a son of a bitch. 0505, and that's amplified by the 2 zeros next to that 5. That's a very swift, fast-moving energy here. which could represent some sort of divine intervention that's happening on your behalf here that creates a sudden change. It does feel like you're going to be very surprised and very happy that you followed your gut feeling on something here, Constance. This number serves as a gentle nudge to pursue whatever interests you most. It's impossible that something could, I said impossible. It's possible that something could rock your boat, but you'll end up exactly where you belong, which could be in somebody's arms, your dream job, and abroad. But what I'm thinking here is, Constance, are you starting to see somebody, or is there a relationship or a love, or, guys, I feel something bubbling up, and maybe this is what we're angry about. I do want to say, I feel like somebody watches you, okay, and they see, I feel like somebody does want to give you energetically, I think you have money coming in, and not just money, but I think you have people doing nice, kind things, or finding people that can step up within the family dynamic, and as this child's father just kind of comes back through, watching again. So there's some enlightenment that you're bringing to, I know you feel stagnant, that there's people that are in some way needing you to be in the space and time that you are to receive the information that you are, so that they have it in layman's terms, Constance, so that they bring that enlightenment to their own selves, okay? And that was 3 people head down. You see that? Fallen head first. And this guy, 10 of swords, shit. I didn't think that was the card. Where did it go? Well, he was falling down. He was in the enlightened mode. It's gone. He's gone. That was awkward. Lots of water, and it wow, fuck. It's like these emotions that come up too, huh, sometimes. It comes out again. 6 of Pentacles. That's twice that this card's come out. That's reiterating unexpected shift to receiving good. The 10 of Pentacles. You've got something very tangible that's happening. That's here. It's here. And look, I see a happy family. And doesn't it kind of look like something's been rehashed, the way his arm's on his shoulder, and they already have kids. One looks like him, one looks like her. And then there's this passed away, I always see this as the passed away grandpa or dad. And then we've got a lighthouse up here. So I want to say too, rest on it and heal. There's something that's being healed from, because wherever you guys were both tied at, it was tied kind of to the same tree, tied together to that. So, see, he was scribbled out. Maybe she just doesn't like the black guy. I don't know, Ellison scribbled him out on the 2 of Cups, but they're very different. But yet hold something very similar. So, you have a very, some things keep coming up. But you're starting, what you thought was a message before, it's like it shifts now, and you're like, whoa. Expect the unexpected, I want to say. Expect the unexpected, because whatever that pain was, it's showing you something. Those birds are saying, look over here. That's where the enlightenment is. I don't know, I also feel like there's something with you and another. See, I just keep seeing, see how he has just one black hands and everybody else is white? There's something with that. I'm not sure. So interracial, or that's kind of prominent coming up here. Yeah. Unexpected, Constance, but only to the physical form, because deep down inside, I do believe you have made a choice, and you're balanced in that, in whatever space and time that this is, or this message is coming through. I want to say too, on a soulmate, or how something's played out, this person knows exactly how to play this game, or knows this game, or knows this matrix, or knows. I want to say too, there could be another spiritualist that's aware of you, somebody else who is part of a soul family, or resonant on a specific energy that also has been watching you on the internet. You got the World and the Ace of Pentacles. I can't help but feel like you know, it's safe to say that you're through the worst of it. Look at the waters with the alpha centurions that show up here too. And we were talking about that. Like, they don't like disrespectful tone when we read this earlier. You know, they have foresight, planning, and strategy. So somebody does have something. This could be you that has this plan, Constance. All right, lessons learned. So that's telling me that this is the fourth 9, like it's, you know, something is now been it's released. It's transmutable at this point. There's a completion and a reflection period, and you know, you got a lot of angels in angelic realm energies around you and working through you and within your field, Constance. Whoa, you know this Nigerian personality? I don't want to see you scammed. I see too many around me scammed recently. Nigerian energy. I don't. The Cape of Many Colors. Why does that sound so familiar? Oh, because I'm probably thinking about Joseph, the Coat of Many Colors. What happened? You don't want to see me get scammed? Oh, Nigeria, you guys have a conversation going on. Just never give money or gift cards, but I have a feeling she is aware. He lives nearby, he works hard. Huh, it's cool. All right, Matthew, is your name this? I just name dropped you. If you sent me the 20, thank you so much. You're welcome, Constance. I love you. For the person who, I don't want to say your last name. Matthew, are you in here? I say it lower. Matthew, can you hear me? Don't make me fucking wait like I made you wait. Matthew, are you in here? Did you have a specific question? It was a tip? Oh, wow. Thank you. Wow. That was very sweet of you. I appreciate that very much. What up, MMOS? Just me. Hello, mate. Yeah, thank you very much. I got goosebumps from that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Really do. Especially when it comes to the Cash App, because I can get it now. I don't have to wait till payday at the end of the month. I gotta buy 2 new tail lights. I don't know how. I don't know if it's because, you know, they've both been broken, so I don't know if it's the kids. I don't see any marks on the car. It just looks like somebody walked by and hit it. So I don't know if it's happened at Walmart, or if it's something that's happened at my kid's school, or what the case is, but yeah, I got it. And you can't just buy the lens cover, the red lens cover. You gotta buy the whole fucking thing that goes in the back of the Suburban, the whole light. Yeah, and YouTube does take a pretty big chunk of the money. Yeah. Ooh. You know, it's funny now, because Danny Cash put his BB gun up. You know what? I'll have to look inside the light and see, because the light was still good, and see the point of impact. Fuck, I'm gonna be out there with blood spatter fucking strings. According to my calculations, you little motherfuckers, one of you threw a goddamn rock. Oh, it wasn't me. Like, whatever, I'm gonna take that $61.89 out of yo ass in chores for replacing my taillights. And I just replaced my freaking headlights, which was another fucking $80. I'm like, damn. Yeah, Ash. You do have that reading. Jason has a reading. I'm also going to do a thing for my members too. I've seen other people doing it. If you're a member, you can get through each just one a read, but I will pull a oracle for you or a card. I'll try to keep it short and sweet, but I will do that for everybody who's a member in the future on my reads, time permitting. So I would try to probably, I would do that for you guys. I know I haven't got over to the member side to do much. Obviously, you can see just trying to get in here with all my kids, is a shit show. But I do thank you for the membership. I appreciate it. I'm going to be doing some different things over there. Yes, you can. And I've got to remember, you emailed me. Did you find my email? An email me, 'cause I'll check it after. Okay. Ash, I'll get you scheduled too. Yeah, I'm caretaker mommy during the day and housewife and nurse, and I do take care of so many people. But I don't get child relief from, the little ones to be able to do anything until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then it's late night, so that can makes it kind of tough sometimes. Okay, and then I also need Love and Light to email me too, so I can do her energy cleansing. Timothy, it's been so nice having you a part of the channel, by the way. I really appreciate you being here. I love it when some people come onto the channel and they're not, because you were kind of unsure, like, what the fuck is this? And you stick around and you learn, and or whatever reason you're drawn over here. Thank you. I'm just glad you're here. Flowers and wine. Alright guys, I'm gonna get... Oh, Love and Light said she wanted another. If she does, let me know. Why that's going on. If anybody else doesn't want one, I'm gonna get off here. But before I do, I'm gonna pull a card from the Awakening Intuition deck, and I'll read that. I feel like that's prominent. Thank you guys for everybody support the channel, support what I'm doing out here. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. It is an algorithm, and basically it's born off of that. So sometimes if you get off for a few days, fuck, I get like shadow banned. I get like 600-700 views when I normally have 400, and lately I've only had like 1,200 views and stuff. Normally I have a lot more views than that. Could be the time of day I'm having to get on too. All right. Boy, this sounds like the whole spiritual lesson we've had thus far. The card that comes out. Adopt and adapt intuitive rituals. Rituals are not necessary to access your intuition, but for some people, rituals may heighten, encourage, or focus intuition. Rituals can be as simple as lighting a candle and saying a prayer, placing your hand over your heart, ringing a bell, or sitting in a certain spot. Adapt to the rituals of others. So other people have their own ways of tapping in too. Wish my kids would adapt to mine and understand when I come in this office. Stay out! They always come in with little seeds of information though. I know when Spirit's on me too, because one will come in after another. I'm like, okay. Alright, so the card that comes out is, I heard January 6th, is card number 16, and it is the card of staying open, set sail, and surrender. So, quantum leaping here. You'll receive more intuitive guidance and more co-creative assistance from Spirit if you surrender now. Stop paddling, put up the oars, and let the river take you. Stay open to unexpected bends in the river. guiding you to the perfect port. Don't strategize, just recognize divine direction. Master intuition by staying open-minded. Alright, staying open-minded. Oh, that's what I love about this Oracle deck. I scrolled on to a gal who was reading. She was amazing. I can't remember the name. It was had something to do with Clarion or something. Anyways, she created one of the most amazing Oracle books, decks that I've seen. Amazing box. I mean, she created the whole thing, and it had to do with the evolution of the conscious soul. Oh, it was a beautiful deck. Hopefully I can find her channel again. I subscribed. But I mean, she was sitting there reading from her deck for the first time, and I'm like, I feel that right now. Somebody creating something and then being able to use it or put it into production for other people to also learn from, because you channel that consciousness. I mean, look how awesome this deck is. Whoever made this deck is fucking badass. I love the Mystical Martian Oracle deck. None of the cards are the same. I love it. You know, they're simple, but yet I like the Oracle decks. I just see somebody who's creating something and being able to use it for the first time and share it with others. Other people, whatever it is you're creating, it's like they get joy out of it. It does bring a great element to awareness in whatever it is. Thank you. Jesus loves you too. So 16, surrender and stay open is what comes out. If you felt frustrated lately, pulling this card can come as a relief and a reminder to reset. Whether you have been strategizing a way forward and feel a bit exhausted by the effort of your hitting brick walls, hitting brick walls and unable to move forward at all. Surrender to the need to control things and let spirit take the wheel. Sometimes when we release our mighty free will grip on the situation, they're so funny, and remain totally open to other adventures and avenues and outcomes, an ideal solution magically presents itself. Make space for other possibilities and potentials by simply standing back and noticing what organically shows up. This card can also represent the need to go with the flow and what's currently happening. There are occasions to resist or bravely and with determination push ahead in spite of intimidating circumstances. This may be one of the most times when investing in acceptance yields a better return. And we pulled that on the Higher Self Oracle. So they're reiterating it again. Acceptance. All right, your plan may not be the best one or require revision, so let spirit lead. Instead of steering and paddling, pull up the oars and let the river take you. I should buy a boat. Yeah, you know what I noticed too? Not too many people spam this channel. It's all fucking glued up in this bitch. It ain't got a shot. And you guys let a lot of shit go. I see it. I'm like, whatever, you know. I say, you know, unless they're being ridiculous, it ain't get them the fuck out. But yeah, I try not to block them because regardless, you know, sometimes we need that push through the algorithm. I was thinking actually about going back through my entire block list if I can find it and just unblocking everybody so that, you know what I mean? Tyler Taros did it because he unblocked me. I told him interesting and he's like, there's no interesting here, Guardian Oracle. Bye, bitch. bitch. He's fucking crazy. It's Tyler's Tarot in the house, baby. And I'm reading today. I can't say baby. Alright guys, I love you. I'm out of here. If you want a personal read, email me so I can get you scheduled. After Friday, we'll not schedule any more reads. So, but the kiddos, the middle schoolers, Got middle schoolers, high schoolers, junior hires, at-homers, old-timers, all-timers. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. You guys are amazing. Email me if you want a personal read. Love and light, email me so I can schedule a energy cleansing session with you. Thank you so much for every way that you guys support the channel. Appreciate you. Love, kisses from Idaho.